We bought a bus! Okay, so we actually didn't buy a bus. We found this incredible bus on Airbnb just outside of Sevierville, and this is where we've been staying for the last couple days. So this video is going to be a little bit different from our usual videos, and it's definitely going to be a whole lot shorter. You might notice that I'm missing two of the people in Riley Rome's. Y'all saw last week we stopped at the BUC-EE'S in Sevierville and did a giant taste test of a bunch of different things from BUC-EE'S. If you guys didn't see that, check out the description below and I'll link last week's video. We had just pulled out of the BUC-EE'S parking lot and Candice told me that she wasn't feeling very well. I assumed it was from eating all the junk food from BUC-EE'S and nothing really else, but as the day continued, she started feeling worse. So we had to adapt. We had to do things a little differently, and we had to cancel all of our Tennessee plans. So instead, this video is just going to be a tour of the bus that we're staying at, and a quick peek for the video that you guys are going to see next. Stay tuned. So as soon as you walk into this Airbnb, it's broken up into a few different spaces, which I really like. Right behind the driving area is the living room. We have a nice 2-seat table over here, and we also have a couch that folds down into a small bed, so if you have a child staying here, they can sleep on the couch. Taking a step back from the living room, you enter the kitchen. Now this is one of the biggest kitchens I have ever seen in a school bus. You have so much counter space on both sides, in addition to a full-size sink, hot and cold water, purified drinking water, and a 3-burner stove, as well as an oven. There is no dishwasher here, which is not too surprising, but you have a apartment-size fridge and freezer to keep all your stuff cold while you're here. Not to mention, all of this is pantry storage with all of these slide-out shelves. 2 steps back from the kitchen and you've made it to the bathroom. Now this is a wet bathroom. So in the back of the toilet area, you have the composting toilet, and in the front, you have the shower. But thankfully, there's this little shower curtain to pull in front of the toilet, so that way when you're taking a shower, you don't get the rest of the bathroom wet. What's really cool about this Airbnb is that it's pet friendly, but before this bus was used as an Airbnb, the couple who owns it and their dog traveled cross country in this bus full time. So it was built to have a dog in it. Underneath the main bed is this lower bed down here, specifically built for your dog. They have their own mattress, their own sheets, their own pillows, their own everything. So that way, while you're tucked in and asleep up top, they're tucked in and asleep down at the bottom. One of the most surprising things about the bedroom space here is that not only is this a king-size bed, which is already incredible, it's actually a California king-size bed. We have never, ever stayed in a California king-size bed in our entire lives and never expected it to happen in a school bus. This size bed in such a small area was quite the treat. In addition to all the incredible indoor amenities, the bus also has some great outdoor ones as well, including a propane fire pit, propane grill, and an incredible place to sit and enjoy your evenings. Well, as y'all can see, we are back home from Tennessee. We have been home for a little bit over a week now, and she's alive. She lives. What happened, Candice?
Well, I decided that it would be really fun to get COVID for the first time, so that's what happened. That's why I was feeling so poopy in the bus. We didn't know it was COVID then, but turns out it was.
And then a couple days after we got home from Tennessee, I got COVID for the first time. So honestly, for the past week, we've just been down and recovering, and to be honest, today's the first day that I actually feel like really, really good.
So obviously we didn't really get to see any of Tennessee because I got sick immediately upon entering the state. So we didn't do like Riley's French fry.
We didn't do anything.
No, we only showed you the bus.
I did go to the grocery store one time, but I decided not to bring you guys along.
So we live close to Tennessee, so we plan to go back to Tennessee at some point and kind of actually do some things there and see some of the state and get Riley's French fry, then we didn't feel like it was right to get a French fry.
I felt like we
her.
were cheating.
Yeah, because we literally didn't do everything. I walked inside the bus and I never left until we checked out.
She went down.
I went downhill very quickly.
So you may notice that behind us we have some traveling accessories. Well, that is because in just a couple of days, Candice and I are leaving for a multi-week road trip around Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Ireland. So we're not going to fly overseas with Riley. That would just kind of add some complications to some things. So it's just going to be Candice and I and my parents. So this is going to be a multi-week road trip. And we're going to be starting in Scotland, and we're going to be seeing a bunch of castles. We're basically driving almost all over Scotland. We're going to get to the Isle of Skye. We're going to get to ride the Jacobite steam train, also known as the Harry Potter train. Candice just basically binge watched all 8 Harry Potters in less than a month because she figures if she's going to be seeing some of the stuff from Harry Potter, you should probably have seen some of it. As soon as we're done exploring Scotland, we're going to take the ferry across the Irish Sea and explore Northern Ireland as well as Ireland. We're going to drive the Wild Atlantic Way a couple hundred miles. We're going to visit the cliffs of Moher. We also have a really cool excursion planned where we're going to be taking a rib boat around the Dingle Peninsula, where we're going to get to see some incredible landscapes, and also a lot of people have seen like dolphins and whales, so that would be really cool if we got to see that stuff.
So because we'll likely have a ton of footage from the UK, we didn't want to still be posting UK videos into next year, so we've decided to, starting next week, post videos as usual on Sundays, but we'll also be posting videos on Wednesdays. And that will likely keep up through like the end of November-ish, because we have another big trip coming up almost as soon as we get back home from the UK. We're going to be going to the Northeast and spending most of the fall season there. We're starting off in Maine, which we have been to before, but we love Maine, so we're going back. And we're spending several weeks in Maine, and then we have just a handful of states that we haven't seen yet in the Northeast. So we're going to try to check all of them off of the list. So we'll have the whole Northeast done.
And of course, since there's no plane travel required for the Northeast, Riley will be joining us as she loves Northeast road trips in the fall. We hope y'all enjoyed this week's video. We know it was a little bit different with basically just me being on camera for most of the video, and it was definitely a lot shorter. We didn't get to explore what we wanted to see, but hopefully you still enjoyed something. So, we'll see y'all in Scotland. Thanks for watching Riley Roams. Please subscribe to our channel to keep up with all of our travels. Don't forget to hit that like button and leave us a comment below about your favorite part of this video.